Is someone bleeding? We get to sleep last night? Are we gonna eat today? Yeah, I mean, life has become so easy that so many of us have forgotten who we are. The majority of us never find out what we're even ever capable of. The pain is the magic. The pain is the magic. That's why nobody gets it. That's why there are so few. Everyone's lucky for being here. You won like 18 lotteries just for getting born, healthy. But especially if you're in America, just based on the way the world's oriented with regards to opportunity, and you're in the 80th percentile of richest people in the world just by being born in America or in a westernized country, okay? But the reality of this game is that there are no participation trophies for greatness. And the Philosopher's Stone, the key to your greatness, is pushing into pain and destroying weaker versions of yourself. Empowering meanings to everything horrible that happens to you. Giving meanings to the experiences you have that just make you stronger. You're a meaning machine. You define your experience. You choose what things mean. And those meanings, your performance is dictated by your perspective. Those meanings, they dictate everything about what you're gonna choose to do and how you're gonna feel about what you choose to do. Perceptual empowerment, empowering yourself through your perception, your perspective. I'm out here, and guys like me are out here in the world, and I'm failing. Like all morning, I'm under that bench, failing, pushing my muscles to failure, inoculating myself to failure, finding out how strong I'm not, but also finding out how strong I am. It's interesting because coming up with the sun, people will notice you because of your victories. What they won't notice until they follow you is how you deal with your failures. When they see you in your victories, they'll be like, yo, I can do that. But when they see how you deal with your failures, that's when they start to realize there's levels to this stuff, because you can't fake who you are in defeat. It's when you are revealed. The battlefield is always when you're revealed, where you're revealed. That's why we try to win battles in private, underneath the streetlights first. Press into failure, because that's what makes you stronger. That's what's making me stronger every day. That is what makes you the type of person where those who want to compare themselves look at you and they're like, oh my gosh, I'll never catch up. These guys talking about like the darkest night is before the dawn. It's gonna, and it's good. It's really good because it's like really encouraging, But I always found it better for me personally, my ethos, my way of creating the paradigms I live from is I don't want to be running from the darkness my whole life, My mindset is always to become so strong that I can just be in it and be with it, enjoy it, and live in it, and be fine with it. I'm not fighting to rest. I'm fighting to give meaning and to give value to the world, and become strong enough and become a stronger man instead of asking for an easier life. That's the game. Once you start to do these things, man, the alchemy of what you're facing. So it's literally how you become a hero. You lean into what it is everyone else in your tribe is like running away from. You lean into the darkness, the chaos, and you learn the alchemy of that. You learn how to transmute pain and all the different things, the darkness, the chaos into higher order, which is to say, to transmute chaos into higher order is to transmute unconscious, not deliberate versions of yourself into more deliberate, more calculated versions of yourself that are capable of more. You know what I'm saying? And then when an enemy shows up, that's beyond the capabilities of what everyone else is designed to deal with. It's gonna require a special person, someone who's on a higher level. It's gonna be you. This is the game. Can you respect yourself? Can you respect yourself? That's a big question. You know, can you respect yourself at the level you're putting out at right now? Are you excited at where you'll be if you keep producing at this pace by next year? Question worth asking. Are you doing anything right now that scares you? You know what I mean? I'm just hitting you guys with the questions I asked myself. Like, are you scared? You gotta be scared. You need to be a little bit scared. If you're not leaning into the darkness. And as a hero, your hero of your story, you gotta lean into the darkness. Because out of chaos, darkness, comes higher order. The darkness is the only thing that's gonna trigger your adaptation reflex, inspire you to become stronger. It's not gonna happen while you're in your bed or in any familiar environment. That's why we go get these weights, because they force your body to evolve. This is deliberate personal evolution. It's a deliberate alchemy. Phoenix needs a fire. Warriors need the battle. I believe this is why we see so much veteran suicide, you know, because warriors need their battle, man. And when you don't have an enemy outside of yourself, you got to realize, you know what I'm saying? The most righteous battle is against weaker versions of yourself. Just like the phoenix needs a fire to become. Us warriors learn the most and everything that's important about ourselves and become higher versions of ourselves from the flames of battle. So, if you're not waging war on weaker versions of yourself, the atrophy of identity, I believe, is what kills most of us before we tap out. You gotta realize, man, you got dragons in your life that you're gonna have to slay, and that people that love you are gonna need you to slay. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna need you. Like, they're not gonna be strong enough to do it. And if you're gonna become the type of person who can destroy those dragons, you've gotta leverage these stronger sides of you. Like being well-behaved and being a yes man and running around in all these stores that just look like Baby Gap, you know, like recycled into different labels. Like, the knight in shining armor's metal's never been tested. You have to learn how to integrate the darker sides of you along with the higher values. Thing is, like, you should be harder on yourself than life. You know, I was in the gym back when I used to go to gyms before, you know, and I remember I was pressing out a set and this dude was like hovering because he saw me stop and he wanted to make sure I was safe. And I appreciated it. But then, like, inside I was like, thank you, but I live here. You know what I mean? Like that stuck spot when there's, you know, over 315 pounds on your bench and you're on like your 5th or 6th set and it's like your 8th rep and I stop and I'm stuck in the middle of my rep and dude's like, yo, I got you. I'm like, thank you, but I live here. You know what I mean? Like, this is a slow Tuesday for me on this set. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't scared because I've been at that stuck spot so much. I say that to say, beautiful moment, because then I got to see, like, in real time what my ethos is like. Whereas for other people, that could have represented something that might have killed them. You know what I mean? They may have been about to drop the weight, you know, and that much weight. But for me, inside, I was perfectly calm. I was perfectly at ease. It was like the eye of the storm in here, even though what was going on was alarming to people watching. And that means everything to me with regards to how I'm training my mind and my body. If I could be at ease in that moment because of the habits that I've implemented, this means everything along the lines of when I'm out in real life and life has just hit me with everything it's got, I can still be these because of the ethos and the paradigm that I'm implementing. This is the alchemy of the mind, right? The habits that you implement in your life should be designed to insulate you and empower you. And then you should be leaning into pain. I'm back at the beginning. The pain is the philosopher's stone. You should be leaning into the pain, going towards the struggle. It's so beautiful. Half the time when people are like, are you okay? I'm like insulted. I'm like, do you think that this is hard? Like, no one's died.